talk about one of the biggest scams in water tanks, which is camo after firing, the field mod. Do it in mill, and we're going to go ahead and look down here on the bottom left. It has a field mod, and your options are +2% to view range or -6 to concealment after firing. But if you do the alternate, you can get +6% to concealment after firing. That is huge. It's not, because it's not 6% after firing. It's 6% of the value that you currently have. For example, you see here on the right side, we got 3.8% camo after firing this big old Stir Mill gun. Look what happens if I add 6% to that value. Boop. Without, with. That's +6%, my fat British booty. Camo after firing is a garbage statistic. You should not be prioritizing it, and if you are bad at the game. It's just as simple as that. I can do an entire video on why camo after firing does not fucking matter, but I want to talk about something else, because it's not surprising that people look at camo after firing +6% and they go, oh yeah, I'll take that. For one, it's not specified that it's 6% of the value that is already garbage because you're fired. It's also confusing because on some field mods, it is that percent value. For example, here's a KV-13, a good tank by the way, I enjoy this vehicle. Let's look at the concealment after firing here. So we got 4.33%. Now, you can see this field mod, it says -20% to concealment, and that is 20%. Let's look at the camo here. If I click this on, off, it is 20% of the value, and you'll notice that this 20% ups the camo after firing more than the 6% that I put on a Stir Mill. Look at this. Right? If I take off 20%, my camo goes up by almost an entire percent, whereas the Stir Mill's camo went up by like 0.2 or something. And that is because these field mods actually put up the value of the camo by 20% base. It doesn't just add that percentage or subtract that percentage from the already modified value. Make sure that when you are looking at field mods, or in water tanks it says camo after firing adjusted by yada yada, you look at the actual numerical value, because they do not communicate this well. And let me know if you want me to do a video explaining why camo after firing does not matter.